This is exactly what White Sox fans wanted to see. The White Sox have promoted Braden Montgomery to Triple-A Charlotte after a dominant start to 2026, puts him just one step away from his MLB debut. Finally. What's going on, White Sox fans? Welcome back to White Sox Digest. My name's Anthony. Let's get into today's video. Before we do, like, subscribe, comment, post notifications, all of it. But like I said, Braden Montgomery up in Triple-A, promoted from Double-A to Triple-A last night, or on Sunday, after the White Sox 5-game winning streak got snapped on Sunday against the Padres. There was still a little bit for us to be excited about. I mean, a series win nonetheless, and we're not used to winning streaks anyway, so 5 games was enough for us. Would have loved to seen 6 and 2 sweeps in a row, but like I said, we got a little bit of good news after that loss. White Sox fans, we've been waiting to see Braden Montgomery on the next level because he's been performing, and this is the kind of move that everyone is talking about too. There's tweets everywhere on White Sox Twitter, YouTube, reports, stories everywhere. I've been reading them all. He's MLB's 31 ranked prospect right now, and a crazy slugging percentage, a crazy average. He's been performing from both sides of the plate, and I'll get into all of it. The top prospect for Chicago is moving up, and the rebuild is progressing. The next wave is getting closer to Chicago, and let's start with his production. I highlighted his season right here. In 27 games and 99 at-bats, Montgomery's got a .313 average, 5 doubles, 3 triples, 6 home runs, and like I mentioned, he's a switch hitter, so he's hit home runs from both sides of the plate, and a crazy slugging percentage of 1.035. Multiple reports had him just absolutely hitting his weight, hitting exactly what he needs to do, being steady. Strikeout rates a little crazy. I forget the number right there. 32 strikeouts in 27 games. That might need to get dialed down a little bit, but it's fine. And now this wasn't just a random hot streak either for Montgomery, because including his 2025 work in Double-A, Montgomery has played 61 total games in Birmingham, where our Double-A team was, and posted a on-base slugging percentage of 900 there overall. And that's why this move to Charlotte just felt inevitable. And what makes this even more exciting is how much of a legit prospect he's been for a while. Montgomery's been one of the best two-way prospects in the 2021 high school class. He went undrafted there, but he went undrafted because he wanted to go to college. That choice ended up making him even more interesting because he smashed 62 homers in 3 college seasons between Stanford and Texas A&M. Now, the path from there has been anything but ordinary. After he broke his right ankle on a bad slide in the 2024 NCAA Super Regionals, the Red Sox still took him 12th overall in the draft, making him the highest drafted position player in Texas A&M history. They signed him for $5 million. And then he was shipped to the South Side in that Garrett Crochet trade in that December. And from that trade, he's been producing. He's been slashing ever since. 270 average since then with a .360 on base percentage, 12 homers, 14 steals, while moving from Single-A to Double-A in his 2025 debut. So it was immediately after that trade. He hasn't slowed down. Double-A in his 2025 pro debut, he went on to the Arizona Fall League and stood out as one of the top talents there as well. So when the White Sox promoted him, it wasn't just about one good month, because we know that doesn't just translate to Major League Baseball. This was the latest step in a long pattern of a player who's been proving he belongs at every single stop. And I think he's damn well proved he can go to Triple-A and play. And that's what makes this move so important. I'll even talk about the Will Venable talking about it right here. Venable on Braden Montgomery's promotion. Venable said, a really good player, really dedicated to his craft and the things he knows he needs to do on a daily basis to go out there and play good baseball. So really happy for him and proud of him for the work he puts in. And that's what makes it so important right now, because all the reports and all the stories are saying it's very overdue for the White Sox to fill the outfield with some younger players who can actually be a part of the future instead of just more veterans or stopgap options. And pulling up the outfielders here with Everson Pereira on the injured list, and the outfield is still a weakness for sure, but Antonacci's been stepping up. Peters has been stepping up. Kelenic, not too many at-bats yet. Getting Austin Hayes back helps a lot. but I like ever since that walk-off Benintendi hit, hasn't really been producing. And I'm sorry, I'm out. I'm out on Acuna. I'm out. I loved his name. I loved him coming over to Southside and that Luis Robert trade of signing whatever it was. But I just don't like. He's not performing in the outfield or behind the plate for me, or at the plate for me. But like I said, that's where the White Sox need to get some younger outfielders going. And I think we have been doing a good job, especially with Sam Antonacci and Peters in there. And that's where this Montgomery's upside really comes into, because he's already shown he can hit for a good average. He can get on base. He can drive the ball. The switch hitting versatility is another plus. And the strikeout rate is a little concerning, like I said, but I think it's just time. Give him some time. Give him some major league at-bats. And if he performs like he's doing in Double-A in Charlotte, a lot of the tweets, reports, stories, and even I agree, suggest we could see him make his MLB debut before All-Star break. And that's the kind of timeline we've kind of been waiting for and we're kind of working with right now. And now Montgomery gets a test right away because the Knights are heading to Jacksonville and they're facing a left-handed pitcher, Braxton Garrett, who's got over 320 career MLB innings played with his time from the Marlins. So this is going to be a great benchmark for Montgomery to see because it gives him an immediate look at MLB caliber pitching. That's the kind of environment White Sox fans want him building in, because we don't want him facing scrubs and then getting to the major leagues and just getting shredded. Not just racking up stats in the minors, but proving he can handle big league arms. If he can do that in Charlotte, then the window to Chicago could be open a lot sooner than anyone thinks. My opinion here, I've been saying it all year, this is exactly, like, I think Venable's kind of playing exactly how, or managing, like, good to I'm trying to say this in the right way, compared to how White Sox fans always like disagree with every move. I feel like Venable's been doing well this year because it's showing that the organization is putting good young players up right away. Montgomery earned the promotion, the numbers back it up, and the timing fits perfectly with the White Sox roster because we need the impact of that young talent. Again, 32 punch outs in 27 games, that needs to get down. But if he keeps producing the way he has, the pressure call-up is only going to make him grow, in my opinion. So I really hope he's been doing it. I love how Venable is giving people chances. You're not performing, you're gone. If you're performing, you're up. Austin Hayes in there, Peters in there, Antonacci, I love it. But the question is, can Montgomery keep it rolling in Charlotte and force his way to All-Star break? And what do you guys think about his timeline? I don't know if it's going to be before All-Star break. I mean, if he goes to AAA and he's hitting 350, if he's hitting 400 and just raking balls, get him up. Get him up immediately. But I'm kind of with the let him take his sweet old time because he's performing right now. Let's not rush it. We just had a 5-game win streak. Sox are kind of a little momentum right now, so you never know. But drop your thoughts in the comments. I'll read all of them. Like, subscribe. Thank you for watching. I'll be back tomorrow with another video. And as always, go White Sox.